Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Natalie and today we're gonna have a little bit of a bookish day. I need to get some Christmas gifts for my friends and I'm going to go pick out some books. I think I'm just gonna go to Target today, but we're gonna do that. I'm working currently on bedazzling a book for my best friend. I will show you guys. I'm actually almost done. I just have a little bit left to do. So I'm gonna take you guys through that process because it's taking me hours, but we're almost done. So I'm so excited about that. I just have a bunch of bookish things planned today and I wanted to bring you guys along. So first up is going to Target. We're gonna pick out some books for my friends and wrap them all cute, just a little something for a few of my besties. So that's what we're gonna do today and I hope you guys enjoy and let's go get some books. Okay, really quick, I want to show you guys this. Jensen got me a burr basket this week and I'm obsessed with it. It's so cute. We actually already exchanged Christmas gifts, so I also wanted to show you this because this wasn't part of the burr basket, but it was one of my little Christmas gifts. It's a Kindle case. I have my Kindle in it right now, but it's so cute. It just zips up at the top. It's adorable, but for the burr basket, she got me this little gingerbread blanket, which I need to lay out because I'm obsessed with it. And then this just had, honestly, it had a few other books in there that I've taken out. This little pink jellycat, look how cute she is. I'm adding her to my little collection. And then we have like a candle hot cocoa mix, 2 books. These are the books she got me. One's called The Spell Shop and then Reckless by Lauren Roberts because I still don't have that book. I'm so obsessed. I think it's so cute. Very much me. Love the pink theme going on, but I wanted to show you guys that quickly before I head out because it's so cute and I appreciate it so much and I love it. This is our little book shopping outfit today. I'm just wearing this sweater from Rumored. I have the same one in pink. I'm obsessed with it. And then Jensen got me this one for Christmas, just the cream one that I can wear all the time, even though I still wear my pink one all the time. This necklace, same as always. Lucy made it for me. So cute. These jeans are from Cider. And then I just have some UGG Tasmans on. That's the outfit for today. Let's go book shopping. Okay, just made it back from Target. I didn't really film much there because Target on the weekends is so chaotic. There was so much going on, but I did pick up some books for my friends and family, so I want to show you guys what I ended up getting. Okay, the first book I got was The Lost Bookshop by Evie Woods or Evie Woods. I don't know how to pronounce her first name, but this is the one that Jensen actually picked up for me, and I thought it'd be fun if my mom also read it with me at the same time. I think she would enjoy this book. So this book's about Opaline, Martha, and Henry, and they've kind of been like the side characters in their own lives. And this vanishing bookshop ends up casting a spell, and the 3 kind of discover that their own stories are as extraordinary as the ones they read in their favorite books. So they find themselves transported to this world of wonder. I don't exactly know too much about this book. It's not giving me the most on the back, but it honestly reminds me a little bit of The Midnight Library, which I enjoyed, but it's kind of giving the same kind of vibe, maybe just a little bit more like magical. I don't know. So we'll see what this is about, but I picked this one up for my mom. The next one I picked up for one of my friends, Gianna. I'm actually traveling back to Iowa for Christmas and I'm gonna see her, so I wanted to get her this book because she is a big reader too, and I don't think she's read this book and it's one of my absolute favorite series, so I really wanted to get her started on this. But it's Before I Let Go by Kennedy Ryan. This is the first book in the Skyland series. I have read the first and second book. The third one doesn't come out till next year, but I'm so excited. The second one was honestly my favorite, so hopefully she likes this one enough to read the second one. So this book's about Yasmin and Josiah Wade. They actually have children together. They ended up going their separate ways, which was very hard for them for a while, but now they're kind of getting into a groove of co-parenting. They have their own little separate life, but they just keep coming back to each other, and that leads to them coming back together. I honestly didn't know if I would like this book because it's like obviously a trope where 2 people are divorced and they kind of come back together, but I love her writing so much. It was like one of the best books and I absolutely love the second one even more, so yeah, I'm excited. I hope she likes this one as much as I did, but this is for her. The next book I picked up is Light Lark by Alex Astor. This book I've seen literally everywhere and I always see her on Good Morning America advertising her new releases, and I've never read any of her books, but I know that a lot of people have said good things about this book. I think it'd be right up my best friend Lucy's alley because she loves like a fantasy book, and so I wanted to pick her this book up. It says, every 100 years the island of Light Lark appears for only 100 days to host a deadly game where the rulers of 6 realms fight to break their curses and win unparalleled power. Each ruler has something to hide. Each curse is uniquely wicked. To break them and save themselves and their realms, one ruler must die. So I feel like this is just right up her alley. I hope she likes this. I don't think she's read this. Like, I'm pretty positive she hasn't read this. This is gonna be for her. And then the last book I ended up picking up at Target was A Flicker in the Dark by Stacey Willingham. You guys know me. You guys know I love this book so much. It's like one of my favorite thrillers. I read it honestly like probably like a year and a half or 2 years ago at this point, but I love it so much and I always recommend it to people. But I am going to give this to my sister because she's kind of gotten like more into reading reading, and I think that she will like this book. I just think this will be a good little thriller for her, and she hasn't gotten too much into reading, so I feel like it's a good one to add to her TBR. So this is gonna be for my sister. But those are all the books I picked up at Target. I'm actually gonna go downstairs and wrap them so you guys can watch me do that and make them all cute so I can send them off to my friends and family. And then we're gonna jump into doing my bedazzling on my book, which is taking so long, but it's honestly kind of relaxing. It does get like a lot, but I'll show you guys like the process I've been doing. It looks so good so far. I cannot wait till it's all done. It's like so close. That's what we're gonna do after. So let's go wrap these books and then we'll get to bedazzling. Let's talk about my current read right now. I'm currently reading How My Neighbors Stole Christmas by Megan Quinn. I have never read one of her books before, so I was very excited to jump into one. I'm only 45 pages in. This is where we're at right now. I have a lot to go, but it's a very quick and easy read right now. This is obviously a Christmas book. So this book is about Story. She actually has to move to this small town in Colorado to kind of help her aunt who's going through some medical issues right now. It's during Christmas time, of course. She runs into Cole when she's in town, who is like her arch nemesis from like 10 years ago. She's come to the town before because her aunt lives there, so she's visited before, but now she's gonna be living there for a bit. Her aunt enters this Christmas Kringle contest every year and she's never won, so in honor of her aunt, Story ends up entering this contest. When Cole finds that out, he decides that he does not want Story to win this contest, so he ends up entering as well. He's of course the grumpy man of the town. In order to win this, he kind of pretends that his heart has grown for Christmas and he's all about the Christmas vibes now, so he pretends he's in a fake relationship with Story to kind of get ahead and win this contest. And Story has to also pretend, because she can't be the one saying that they're not dating, because she also wants to win. So they enter this fake relationship and then obviously are spending a lot of time together. I think it's gonna be so cute. I'm actually reading this for my in-person book club, which we have this week, and I'm so excited because we are doing a favorite things party, which I've never done before. One of the girls is hosting it at her place. If you've never been to a favorite things party, which I hadn't, but they explained it to us, everyone brings 3 of their favorite things and they're all the same items. You get numbers, I believe, and then you pick which ones you want, like go in order, and so everyone gets like a fair chance, and then you go back down in the order. So I think that's kind of how it works, but I want to show you guys what I got. The items that we got did not have to be bookish related. It's just like our favorite things. I'm so excited. This is my little gift. I still need to wrap like bows on it and make it a bit cuter, but I got these little cute floral makeup bags, and then I also got little bunny keychains, like the jellycat keychains, because I have one of these on my keys and I obviously use it every single day. So these are some of my favorite things. I also love just a good bag. You can either put like annotating supplies in this or just makeup, travel, anything. Like bags are so useful all the time. So these are like 2 of my little favorite things. So I packed them together and then I'm gonna wrap it with a bow. But I'm so excited to bring them. Hopefully people like them because I like them. So I don't know, hopefully other people like them as well. Those are the things I got for my favorite things party, and I'm excited to see what everyone else got. I changed. The Chiefs played and won, so that was great. But now I'm gonna move on to continuing bedazzling this book. So I wanted to show you guys what it looks like so far. You can see it's so sparkly. It looks so good so far. I did Binding 13 by Chloe Walsh because this is one of Lucy's favorite books that she read this year, if not her favorite. So I thought it would be a cute little one that she can display on her shelf. On camera, it sparkles so much. This is what it looks like so far. It's taken hours, and Jensen has also helped me, so I don't want to take all the credit. We have both been going back and forth on doing the bedazzling because it does take a long time and you start to like cramp when you do it. So we've been going back and forth, but I'm gonna take over right now, and we really just have to finish the 3. I just have to clean it up a bit. So I did the special Barnes edition one. I just thought it'd be the cutest when it was all done. So I'm gonna start working on this and hopefully we can get it mostly finished today because I'm gonna be sending it out with her other gifts this week. And then I'll show you guys once I'm done doing it and the process of like how I go about it. So let's get started. We've officially finished the whole thing. This is really bad lighting because it's dark outside. In sunlight, you'll be able to see how sparkly it is, but this is how it turned out. It's not perfect, but it's still super cute, and I know she'll appreciate it because we did this whole thing by hand. So I like the way it turned out. It has the pink sprayed edges on it, so it matches perfectly to the front, but it's so cute. And this is my little DIY bedazzled book. This is the current state of this room. It's an absolute disaster. I basically have all of my craft supplies on here. I need to switch out my books on my TBR cart for the next month, which is January, which is so insane. But we just have a lot of cleaning to do. There's some projects I'm working on, so that's why it's a mess. But I need to clean this up. This is the state of the book room right now. I already took down all my Christmas stuff in this room. There's a lot going on, as you can see, so we need to clean this up. Let's start by doing that. Bed is looking so much better. I love my everyday bedding, but I want to show you guys. I've gotten a few new Jellycats recently just because of Christmas. Jensen gifted me basically all of them except for one of them, so I want to show you guys the new ones I got. I feel like a lot of you guys love Jellycats as much as I do, so I want to show you guys the new ones I have. So starting off strong, this is my biggest Jellycat I've ever owned. This one was actually gifted to me by Shaughnessy. I'm sure a lot of you guys watch her videos, but she also does booktube. We did like a little booktube Jellycat exchange from the girls that went on the Portland trip this summer, plus Alexa, because she was supposed to come but wasn't able to. But anyway, obviously she was included in it as well. We all got random names, and Shaughnessy got me, and she got me the biggest Jellycat I've ever owned. I'm so obsessed with her. She's the unicorn and has the pink little fur. Like, look how cute she is. I love her so much, and I was so shocked. This is like the craziest gift, so thank you, Shaughnessy. But I want to name her. I don't have a name for her. I don't have a name for any of these, so if you guys have any name suggestions, let me know. But this is the first one I got recently. The next three I got, there's actually supposed to be 4, and I don't know where the last one is right now. I have these 3 right now, and they're the little sushi Jellycats. Jensen got these for me in my stocking this year. They're so cute. This one's my favorite. I love her so much, but they're all so cute. I don't know where to put these. I think I'm just gonna kind of put them throughout my bookshelves. I feel like they'll be cute little bookshelf decor, so I love these. If you guys know my girlfriend, you know she's like a gift giver through and through. It's definitely her love language. She loves putting together baskets or gifts, so Christmas is definitely her time to shine. So she goes a little overboard, which I obviously appreciate so much, but it's definitely not about that. But she just loves gift giving. I am spoiled by it. This is the next Jellycat she got for me. It's like the light blush pink one. This one's the same size as the white one I have, so now I have a little pink girly to go next to her. This is the next one she got me. I haven't taken any of the tags off of these yet. This one is Original Bashful Tulip Pink Bunny. So cute. I love the color of pink that she's in. This is a tulip one. I think I love the name Tulip. I think Tulip is so cute, so I'm just gonna stick with her little original name. This is Little Miss Tulip. And then the last Jellycat I actually bought for myself during Christmas time, like before I knew Jensen was getting me all of these other Jellycats, so now we have collected a lot. This is the last one I picked up. It's just a little brown one. This is the Nutmeg Bunny, and she's like the mini one. She's so cute, and I think again she's just gonna sit on my bed, but I love this little nutmeg brown color, so I had to add her to the family. I know it's a lot of Jellycats. I'm done with the Jellycats. I've definitely collected enough Jellycats at this point, but I'm very grateful for the gifts that I received. People know me so well. I'm very excited to have all these little Jellycats in my family. I need to figure out where I'm going to display all them, but I just wanted to show you all the little Jellycats I've picked up recently. I also want to talk about my 5 top reads of 2024. This year's been kind of challenging for me in the reading department. I did not nearly read as many books as I did the previous year, which is obviously so so okay. Like, we go through reading slumps. That's what I love about reading. You can always re-find your love for reading, and if it takes a little bit of time, that's okay. But that was this year for me, but I still read so many amazing books. So I want to talk about the top 5. Honestly, I don't think I can put the top 5 in an order, so these are just my top 5 in general in no specific order. The first book I want to talk about is This Could Be Us by Kennedy Ryan. This is the second book in the Skyland series, so I do want to give an honorable mention to Before I Let Go, because that was the first book I picked up by her in general and what started my love for the series. But this second book specifically was my favorite. I think this would be honestly in my top like 3 favorite reads of the year. I met Kennedy Ryan this summer in Columbus. She actually came here and did a talk and meet and greet kind of thing, so I got to meet her and listen to her talk. She is so amazing. If you ever get the chance to meet her, 100 billion% recommend. She's just incredible. I love her so much. But this is the second book in the Skyland series. This book is specifically focused on Soledad, which she's one of the friends of the main characters in the first book, so each book focuses on a specific friend. There is a third book coming out in 2025, which I am so beyond excited about, so I cannot wait to read that one. But if you guys haven't ever read this series, I completely recommend it. This series focuses a little bit more on older women that have kind of already had kids. There's like some divorces involved, coming back together, just kind of moving on with your life when you're a little bit older. And by no means are they old, it's just a little bit older than the young 20-year-olds that a lot of romance books focus on, which I think is why I loved this book so much. This book focuses so much on women empowerment while also being able to find someone that will love you unconditionally and give you everything that you need, while also being able to stand on your 2 feet by yourself. I think everyone should read this series and this book. Yeah, I definitely found a new love for Kennedy Ryan this year, which I'm so happy about, and I cannot wait to dive into all of her other books after reading these ones. The next top read of 2024 is Binding 13. I'm sure a lot of you have read this book or have heard about this book at least, but I had seen this ever since I started like booktube and bookstagram all over my For You page everywhere. Everyone would talk about this series, and I just get very intimidated with series that people talk about consistently loving because I'm just scared I won't love it. I don't know why, because whenever I do end up picking up a series that people talk about, I genuinely typically do love the series as well, and this was one of them. But my best friend read this book earlier this year and raved about it, like couldn't stop talking about it, told me how bad I needed to read it, so I finally picked it up and I blew through it. I was so obsessed with this book. I love Johnny Kavanagh, I love Shannon Lynch, and I love them together. I don't want to give too much away about this book, but basically it's about Shannon Lynch. She ends up going to Tallman College because she has a lot of problems at her previous school, so she transfers to this school and has to make new friends and fit in and all of that. But she runs into Johnny Kavanagh, who is this top rugby player at their school, super popular, everyone loves him. He is very much focused on his rugby career. He wants to go to like the big leagues. Obviously Shannon comes into play, and there was so much more to this book than there seems to be on the surface. I thought it was just going to be a cutesy little romance, but there is so many deep conversations in this book and so much behind their lives, which is why I loved it so much. I'm very excited to jump into the second book. I will definitely be picking that up very soon because this book leaves you on such a cliffhanger. I really need to find out what happens in the rest of the series, but this is definitely a top read of 2024. Okay, my next top read of 2024 is Just for the Summer by Abby Jimenez. My goodness, I cannot say enough about Abby Jimenez's books. She's one of my all-time favorite authors ever. I love everything I read by her, and I also again got the pleasure of meeting her this summer. Literally incredible. She's so funny in person. She's had such a life story before becoming an author, which I had no idea about. It's crazy how much life she's lived before becoming an author, so I thought that was so cool to hear about. Just for the Summer was obviously a very anticipated release this year, and I read it during my 24-hour challenge with my best friend, and I loved it so much. It's not my favorite Abby Jimenez book I've ever read, but it's definitely up there. But this book is about Justin and Emma. They both kind of have cursed love lives, and after every person Emma dates, they move on after her and get married. So she thinks she has this curse on her. She meets Justin that also believes he kind of has this cursed love life. So they decide that if they start to date, they could kind of cancel out each other's curses and move on and find their person. But obviously that doesn't go to plan because they find a romance in each other. It's It's just the sweetest book. Just anything Abby Jimenez writes is incredible. Like, she really does no wrong. Definitely a top read of 2024. This next top read of 2024 is a big one for me because I honestly haven't loved any of this author's books before. I know she's a very loved author and I think she's so cool. I've watched a lot of her interviews and she's a very cool person. I just haven't really related to many of her books before until this one. So my next top read of 2024 is Funny Story by Emily Henry. I loved this book so much, which I'm actually kind of surprised because it was like a slowish type of book, but I loved the characters. I loved the storyline of it. And I don't know, I just related to this book the most, I think, out of all the books I've read by her. And I finally like understood the hype of it. So this book is about Daphne. She kind of had the perfect life. She had her fiance Peter and she got her dream job as a children's librarian until it all came crashing down when she found out that Peter was actually in love with Petra, who was his childhood best friend, and they end up running off together. So that leaves her with the predicament of like, what do I do? I'm stranded here. I have my dream job, but I don't want to stay in this place that has all these memories with my fiance or her ex-fiance. So the only person she knows that is in the same situation as her is actually Petra's ex. So they decide that they should be roommates because they're the only two that know what each other is going through at this time in life. They build a friendship that eventually develops to a romantic relationship. But I just love their story. I love their personalities throughout the book. I just loved how they developed as friends and into a relationship in this. I thought it was such a well done book and definitely one of my favorites of this year. The next two for my top 5 I'm kind of tied with, so I'm just going to share them both with you. I don't know which one to pick over the other and they're very different, so I want to show you guys both. But my last top 2 of my top 5, which would be 6, but you know what I mean, are Carrie Soto's Back by Taylor Jenkins Reid and This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. So I guess we'll start with this one. I honestly listened to the audiobook of this during a ton of walks in the fall time and I loved this book so much. I've read quite a few of Taylor Jenkins Reid's books and I've enjoyed them all, but I really loved this one. So this book is about Carrie Soto. She's a professional tennis player. She's actually retired at this point in the beginning of the book. There is a new phenomenal tennis player coming to take her title and kind of outshine what she's done in the past. So she decides to come out of retirement and train with her dad to become the best tennis player in the world again. I think it's such a beautiful story about family and just like overcoming things later in life that you don't think you can overcome. This book took me through so many different emotions throughout. I loved the way it was written. I loved the characters. I don't know. Everything about this book made me so happy. There was a lot of ups and downs, but overall I just loved the message that it gave. So that's why it was definitely one of my top reads of 2024 and I completely recommend this book. And then to kind of tie with that one, I wanted to mention This Summer Will Be Different by Carly Fortune. This one was so good. I don't know. It came out at the perfect time. So this book's about Lucy. Lucy is best friends with Bridget. They actually go to an island called PEI every year to kind of escape and relax and just have best friend time. A week before Bridget's wedding, she ends up kind of fleeing to PEI. Lucy's very concerned, obviously, because it is a week before her wedding. So she decides to drop everything and go to the island to her. But the only problem is that Lucy has had a past with Felix, who she doesn't know is her best friend's brother. There's a lot of backstory, but this book is a lot about friendship and romance together. So I just loved the duality of that storyline and the setting of it and everything. So I really enjoyed this book and it was definitely one of the books I would recommend reading from this year. Those were some of my top books of 2024. I would love to know what your guys' top books were. I obviously need some suggestions going into 2025. I really want to have a good reading year and get back in like a really good headspace of reading. So let me know what your favorite books of 2024 were because I would love to know. I love knowing what other people loved to read. Let me know, please. I need your suggestions.